So you have just run at the best speed you can to escape a burning, collapsing cavern. Behind you, the agonized, hate-filled screams of your worst nightmares, and a little dolly, ex-little dolly, behind you, as billowing clouds of burning narcotics fill the air. But you are happily booking it down the nearest corridor, turning left, right, up, down, whatever seems the fastest way to get more distance from where you are behind you, until you come to a huffing, exhausted, breathless stop. Finally, silence behind you. Silence in front of you. Nothing but the darkness outside of your little light.
I mean, we could make the light bigger, right? And Rundy's going to look at Daisy.
I'll look at Daisy.
I look at back at Rundy and I go, of course. And then it's not even an effort to make it lighter. I just go like this, fire! And then fire appears out of my hands and I'm just like holding it and it doesn't affect me at all because I burned all my nerves in my hands so hard that there's just no point. I do roll for that, or can I just do it?
What was that mysterious sound? Still cutting in and out for me.
Yeah, you're cutting a little bit.
Who?
Hello? Is it me you're looking for?
Should I burn it?
Yes.
Maybe. Do you want to see more fire?
I hear you.
Sorry, we can't hear you, Will.
At all?
Yeah.
No.
Sorry.
It's very. I think it's too faint. That's maybe not picking up your mic.
1 second. Let me make absolutely sure that I am using. I'm sounding normal. I'm sounding good right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay, I guess I was just being too faint. All right, that's too bad.
Yeah, Discord I think cuts off if you're too faint.
Yep. All right, sorry about that.
That's okay.
Ghost harder.
No, no, that was intentional. That was for effect. That you hear, there's a faint, whispery sound coming from the far distance that fades in and out of audibility at the very edge of your hearing. And that's my story. I'm sticking to it.
Okay.
Speak louder, apparition.
Who?
Us.
Ooh. Did it catch that? It didn't catch that at all, did it?
No,
It's weird
it
because I don't feel like I'm doing it less loud. Maybe it's the sound.
You need to yell loud enough that everyone in your house is concerned.
Yeah, maybe it just maybe it just thinks it sounds like noise. Maybe it thinks it sounds like feedback.
I usually stick to push to talk.
Yeah. But anyway.
Maybe you're just that good of a ghost that Discord anti-ghost software.
There is a ghost in Discord.
Discord's just self-aware of ghosts and it deals with all the time.
So that in that case, forget show, don't tell. Something says who in a long, drawn-out manner that sounds vaguely like a some attempting to stretch their breath out over 30 seconds.
That depends. Who could refer to tiny drunk fairies, giant burning doll thing, rotund chef, dog, dragon man? Feel free to jump in.
Chef?
Jeff? I mean, I'm pretty sure I know your name. Is one of you maybe have an alter name of Jeff?
That is not one of my alter egos.
I know a guy named Jeff, and he owes me 30 silver pieces. He lost a bet, and he weaseled out. Maybe that's him.
Does he also owe you money?
Silver. Gold.
No, I like the sound of that.
Gold.
Perhaps you should go get your gold back. Sniff Snout.
Yeah, I think Sniff Snout's going to smell the air. And he wants to get a bead on where this voice is coming from.
Yes, venture further. Alone.
So yes, yeah, that sounds like your kobold chef.
Yeah.
Make a roll. If you get a 10 at least, you'll get a significant piece of information.
Ah, 6. 2
Yeah,
ones. Oof.
You widen your snout, put it up in the air, sniff, and then sneeze. As you inhale a millennia-old dust that has been lying on the ground and drifting through these caverns for untold ages. And it's just hell on your nostrils.
So yeah, to be honest, it sounded like you said you smelled a millennial. Sorry, I just caught that word.
It smells like avocado toast and sadness.
I'm sorry, because Will, you cut out again a little bit on my end, and it just said back.
Yeah, I smell a millennial. I'm like, oh, there's student debt. So yeah, I think he sneezes real hard and just.
Oh, I don't know if that's Jeff, but I don't like it at all.
Well,
okay.
Come, treasure.
Could you lead us to the treasure? I think it's on the first floor.
Come.
Well, I think this guy or girl is on the straight and narrow. I say we just go there and see what it's all about.
Yeah, I always listen to shadowy voices. That's how I ended up being friends with Favilla.
Some of my best friends are sirens and succubuses, so. And if worse comes to worse, we set on fire.
Yay! Favorite thing.
So you head down the corridor towards the mysterious wailing voice. And every once in a while, you come to a split again in the tunnel. But always when this happens, you hear the voice again, leading you down one passageway. Always you notice deeper and further. In a vast, what you think might be a vast spiral.
That is a little concerning. But we do truly have no idea where we are, so.
You know what they say, the deeper the spiral, the better the treasure. I think.
There's a certain spider that can only travel clockwise. So we might find one of those down here.
Yay?
Yeah, it's like 8 feet tall.
How can I like let? I might like want to light take some fire and throw it down, see how deep it goes, just because I'm curious.
All right.
They need a roll for that, or
No. You light yourself fire, and you toss your fireball down the corridor. And it splashes against the wall. And you notice immediately it stands out to you. For the very first time, where the fire splashes, you don't see cobwebs on the walls.
Not a clockwise spider.
The wall, in fact, it's splashed against is a pristine black, black granite. Rough, well, bumpy and uneven, but polished to a wonderful sheen. Except where your little fireball has left a bit of scorch mark on it.
and doesn't react or anything.
No.
Okay. Just curious.
Spirit, are you taking out the trash?
Come. Treasure.
There might be a garbage disposal down here. I'm concerned. Far too cleanly for a cave.
Well, I say we follow the voice. All the biggest and bravest heroes follow mysterious voices.
And if it's clean, that means nobody has been here. I hope.
I can't argue with our kobold storyteller, so he knows all about all about brave heroes.
So you step forward deeper down towards the voice.
Yes.
Until the light illuminates an opening in front of you, where you're could come upon a much larger cavern, and a clear line divides the tunnel you are in and this cavern. For right at the very edge of the rough doorway that opened into it, arch that opens into it, you see, as if someone had cut it with a knife, the dust and grime stops. There's not a speck of dust or cobweb or dead insect. Just a millimeter inside there. And yet outside it looks the same as it always does.
I may have missed it. How big does this cavern look?
You are not sure. The light doesn't go far enough.
Okay, damn.
But you see
Big enough.
nothing.
Big enough.
Yep.
Maybe I can make my life bigger. I am the fire queen of this brigade after all. Can I make my light shine so brightly that it would really start to melt eyeballs? Like not melt our eyeballs, but like that kind of melt it.
I mean,
Ark of the Covenant, everybody.
So what are you attempting to achieve? You're trying to blind anything inside the cavern?
Yeah, because I really want to try and dash away the darkness and really because I feel like the darkness there's something about it that's suspicious to me. I think I want to try and weaken it.
So I'm just trying to picture what you're going to be doing. Are you going to tossing a flare, or are you going to be holding a flare up above your head and setting it off?
Holding a flare up above my head, setting it off, and it'll be very loud and make a lot of noise, but it'll also be blindingly bright.
Right. So okay. So basically, you're going to shoot yourself with a fireball. Is what I'm hearing.
Yes,
okay.
the old thing.
Roll for it. Drop a fireball at your feet.
All right. Okay. This is gonna be great. I feel it in my bones. Oh God, no.
All right.
I roll a 12.
Okay, so enough to succeed, but not enough to be an amazing heroic effort.
Mm-hmm.
So you hold your hands above your head. There's a blazing explosion of flames and light that spirals out of control across the corridor in front of you and deep into this cavern. And as it illuminates it, you get a momentary glimpse of polished, uncarved stone, granite, and marble throughout. And in the center, you see something rising out of the ground that shines and reflects the light as if you were staring at a diamond. And then the light dies. The rest of you are left with mildly scorched eyebrows and singed hair. And then a shriek of incandescent rage roaring out of the cavern, echoing from every corner and crevice of it. And in your suddenly massively light, dark, blinded eyes, you get the barest glimpse of something formless and shapeless rising out from a corner, fluttering up into the air and surging towards you. A white face surrounded by rags, and an unearthly cry echoing from its empty, formless mouth.
Perfect time.
That was great.
Yes, good job.
Woof.
That was perfect time, man.
We got a nightmare dog on our hands.
Yeah, you can thank Murphy for that one and the neighbors. There's some neighbors he doesn't like.
Sounds like a banshee, I think.
Yes.
I look back at the team and I go, I told you we shouldn't have followed the voice.
No one said not to follow the voice. We're all like, nothing goes wrong if you follow strange voices that you can't see.
I give you like an evil look.
Oh god!
And it comes flying forward. A horrified, screaming face that looks as if it has been melted down, surrounded by dark cloths that flutter and drag it in the wind. And it slams forward into the ground and starts industriously rubbing.
What does it do?
And starts industriously rubbing with pale, grasping, ethereal hands against the floor as it desperately scrubs the little bits of burnt hair and ash that have fallen upon the ground.
Oh, it's an OCD ghost.
So, as a kobold storyteller, is this a creature of lore that I might be familiar with, or something someone has vanquished before?
Roll for it.
Yeah.
Let's see. I will say a 15 will get you an absolutely accurate reading on what it is, and I will be progressively less accurate the lower you are below that.
Gotcha. Oh, an 8.
Yes.
I got a 4. I'm getting some low doubles here.
It is said that vampires cannot stand to see even a grain of rice or a speck of dirt lying upon the ground, but that they must reach it down and count it. They also said to fly shrieking in the night, and often charge at young women, of which there are several in your party.
Oh, that's a bloodsucker. You best be keeping your necks away.
And he's gonna throw his arms out like a protective gesture to keep the others back.
Rundy's gonna go like this, like a turtle.
And he'll be like,
They like to count. I don't know if any of you are the math tops.
I'm sure I definitely have some junk in my bag to throw at it. I think I keep every receipt I've ever gotten from a store. Rundy's gonna start searching through her bag.
Yes, look, you are a tinker. You have unlimited amounts of junk. You don't have to roll for that.
Skittering all of my receipts around.
Yes.
Tearing a few up into little pieces.
You are a monster.
I never said I was a good person. I said I loved
Yeah, well-
animals.
Yeah.
No, like, well, remember how I said last time, like, are we the bad guys? We are the bad guys, Bill.
You rip it up into and throw your receipts forward like confetti, and as they flutter through the air, a eyes like a glimpse down into the infinite, endless, uncaring void lift up into the air and stare deep down into your soul, and you feel it shudder, and then it turns away and cries with the wailing of 1,000 damned souls as it pounces forward and tries to snatch every receipt out of the air before it can touch the pristine ground.
Making it rain.
I want it. Lets loose the cry of the truly damned.
Ooh.
I want all of you to tell me how you defend yourself against this.
Mhm.
I take some of the receipts
So-
and put them in my ears.
All right, roll your tinker.
I have a resourceful gnome. Tinker
Yes,
is
resourceful gnome. I'm sorry, resourceful gnome. Wrong one. I apologize.
all good.
I did confuse you as which ones.
12.
All right, good. That's enough. You need a 10. How's everybody else going to protect themselves against the unbearable expression of torment of this damned soul?
I'm going to try to summon a particular demon. Byleth, the king of hell, has 85 legions, a pale horse, and a variety of music is heard before him. He would love this jam. This is his song, so I feel like he could absorb it. Like,
So you're gonna channel this cry of hell into the cry of the damned into hell, where it shall encourage and embolden the demons there. Go for it.
I'm
Roll
gonna
your demons.
try. What am I aiming for?
10.
$17.
Yes. You channel this down to hell, and from which you feel the attention shift to you of the torturers of the dead, and you hear one go, yeah,
A banger, right?
that's some fine suffering up there. Always been a fan of your work. And then the connection cuts off.
So is she still there, just not crying?
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Who? You mean yourself? Your character?
Huh?
You mean your
Oh
character?
no, the screaming banshee woman.
Oh, you were trying to
Or
have
vampire.
you were going to try to have it dragged down the hell. I misunderstood.
Oh, okay. So it wasn't just like the moaning that got dragged down to hell. It was her entirely.
Oh, you want her entirely dragged down the hell?
Oh no. I'm saying I misunderstood.
Okay. Yeah. No. So it was just I was thinking it's just the moaning that was dragged down the hell.
Okay.
You were channeling it, so it washes through your brain as just waves upon it, surfing down into true suffering below.
Right.
Yes. What about the rest of you?
I am going to try to punch it in the nose to make it stop screaming.
Yes, go for it. Kobold Brawler. Roll a 10.
Or at least stun it for a moment.
Yes.
$18.
Yes. You channel your sudden insight into the true depths of despair that can afflict a soul, into the desire to punch stuff, and find punching to be quite satisfying, and in fact, entirely brushes this depression away, as you realize that it doesn't matter how long a thing may be left suffering the ground, there's always still punching. And
He's quite content.
And your fist swings forward and hits the white face and passes through effortlessly as you pitch forward and go and stumble past it into the hall.
Oh dear.
What about Mackie and Daisy?
Mackie has some mutagens that like a stone skin, but he's gonna try to just put a little bit in his eardrums to turn his eardrums to stone so he can't hear it.
All right, roll your mad scientist.
16.
And you are depth. You have stone ears. You slap your
What?
hands. Yep, exactly. I said you are deaf.
No, I'm not a ref.
They're gonna say, "No, I'm not a chef."
Yes. What about Daisy?
All right, I was gonna do an obvious one, but I think I'm gonna try this. Okay, so because I'm a pyromaniac, I am naturally insane. Like I am fire crazy. So I'm going to out scare it by having the craziest face of like fire and like make it so uncomfortable that it will actually stop wailing because it's so scared of me.
All right, get a 15, and you in fact will scare off the eternally damned.
All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Come on. 16. Yes.
Yes. Describe to me how you scare off this eternal damned soul.
All right, so I take five flares out of my pocket. I put them in my hands, and then I just start screaming, and my eyes are going cross-eyed, and I am just like scary and looking like I am just like in the best day of my life. But it's in a way where like it makes them so uncomfortable. Like there's something physically, mentally wrong with this woman, and then I have fire everywhere, and then I just start taking all my fire and just throwing it and just going insane. Very uncomfortable.
Can I also be scared?
Oh, absolutely.
I'm trying. I'm sorry. I'm not very creative at this, but I'm trying.
No, it looks up at you. There's a momentary pause as if its face freezes, and then it goes. Its mouth opens and continues to grow until it has reached the ground and then starts to pool across the floor, and then it collapses into a formless void, and there is a flash of pale white as it flees across, leaving behind nothing but a vast pile of ancient well-worn rags upon the floor.
That is not treasure. But we should look anyway.
You reach to pick one up. It is in fact, and while there are rags here and rough, looks like might have been and stuff that looks like it might be ancient leather, but also there's the scraps of fine silk, worn to an incredible sheen where it is basically completely transparent, yet somehow still supple.
Ooh, can I Martha Stewart this into something?
Hmm?
Okay, this is my weakest skill, so
yeah, you could.
It might be pretty awful.
You can
push
do it.
all the
Believe
cloth.
in you.
Make us something creepy and beautiful.
A wonderful
I should imagine
macrame planter.
I rolled a 3.
Yeah.
Oh.
So you lift it up. As you pull it up to the light, as the light touches it, you move to examine it again. Rose, you can see basically through it, and it rips. It and disintegrates into 1,000 shreds. And it is and you realize that even the slightest hint of breath might disintegrate these ancient rags. So worn are they and heavily used.
Another compost heap.
And then you hear from deeper in the cavern say, "Oh, guests.